The cost involved in migrating to the UK as a teacher from overseas depends on some few things. Your certificate of sponsorship that was issued to you from your school and your job offer letter determines the number of years in which you have been employed to start working in the UK. And this determines the cost that you're going to incur with your visa application. In this video, I'm going to be talking about four main things, which involves visa fee, immigration health surcharge, and proof of maintenance, not forgetting flight ticket. Hi everybody, my name is Vivian. Welcome to Vinnie's channel. On this channel, I talk about migrating to the UK as a teacher and all that comes with it. If you are new to my channel, don't forget hit on that subscribe button. If you are my existing subscriber, welcome back. Nice meeting you once again. Enjoy this video to the end and don't forget to share, like, and then distribute this video to every teacher out there on all of your platforms. You don't know who this video is going to actually help. Thanks to you. If you are new to this teaching route to the UK and abroad as a whole, this is Vinnie's channel. Check on my channel. The moment you subscribe, you're going to be having access to all of my videos, starting from where to apply for QTS, how to apply, the necessary steps, procedures bit by bit until you finally achieve a job offer or obtain a job offer in the UK, in the US, any country abroad. Yes. So if you are a teacher, stay glued to this channel. This is the best channel for you. Yes. And a big shout out and kudos to all my teachers out there. Enjoy your stay. It is nice to have you all around. And a big kudos to my lovely subscriber who mentioned this topic that we're going to be treating today. So guys, I'm quickly going to take you to the gov.uk website where you could have access to all this information. Now, remember that when you are applying for your visa, since you are a teacher, you are going to be applying for a skilled worker visa. Yes. And on the skilled worker visa, every information that you will need is on it. So checking the content for skilled worker visa on the UK gov.uk website, I'm going to go straight to the costs involved. Yes, how much it costs to apply for skilled worker visa. Yeah, so if you could check from right below my picture, we have how much it costs over there. So when you apply for a skilled worker visa, you will need to have enough money to the first one, pay the application fee. The standard fee ranges from £769 to 1,751 depending on your circumstances. That is solely for the visa fee. And the second one, you are going to be paying the immigration health surcharge, which is usually £1,035 per year. Now, remember guys that the visa application fee is standard. So you pay that once for your visa application and that's it. Yes. So I remember when I was coming in, I paid the first figure you see, which is £769. Now, remember all this that I'm giving you is from the gov.uk website and it has been updated 2025. So don't forget, immigration health surcharge is the one that you are going to be paying 1,035 per year. Now remember, I made mention that the number of years that you have been employed for to start working in the UK determines your total cost. Yes. So with the immigration health surcharge, it is basically an amount that you pay for your own health checks in the UK. Yes, kind of your health insurance. Yeah. So with that, the amount that you see here, 1,035, is for a year. So you as the applicant, if you have been employed for 1 year, then you are paying 1,035 for the 1 year visa. Yeah, but if your employment on your certificate of sponsorship or your job offer, you'll be employed for 2 years, then you need to multiply the 1,035 by 2 Yes. So you pay that. But remember, the visa application fee still stays the same. Yeah, but for the health surcharge, you need to multiply the amount you see here by the number of years indicated on your sponsorship letter or your job offer letter. The third thing is money to support yourself. So support yourself when you arrive in the UK. You would usually need to have at least 1,270 available unless you are exempt. Now let's look at the unless you are exempt mentioned. You will pay a lower application fee if your job is on the immigration salary list. Remember that with teaching job, it is not on the immigration salary list, but it is a skilled worker visa you will be applying for. Yeah, for now, not all jobs are on the immigration salary list. Remember, teaching is not part of the immigration salary list, so you are exempt from that. So you will be told how much you need to pay when you apply. So you will be paying a lower application fee if your job is on the immigration salary list. But remember, I mentioned teaching job is not on the immigration salary list. So let's go on. So for example, basically, if you are applying to come to the UK from Argentina, for example, for 2 years on a skilled worker visa, your job is not on the immigration salary list. So your visa will cost 769 pounds plus 1,035 for each year of your stay for the health surcharge. So this means you will pay a total of 2,839 when you apply for your visa. Yes, I think this is clear enough. Yeah, for us. Now you would also need to prove you have 1,270 available to support yourself in the UK if your employer cannot cover these costs. Now, what this means is that remember when you are given a job offer and you're given a certificate of sponsorship, on your certificate of sponsorship, if your employer takes for maintenance, yes, there is a bit of a portion at the bottom of your certificate of sponsorship. If for maintenance specifically, so if your employer takes yes for maintenance, it means that you are not proving this 1,270 pounds to the UK immigration or the UK government for maintenance purposes. So don't forget that. But if your employer does not take, I mean takes no for maintenance, then you should have this 1,270 pounds in your account to prove that you can maintain yourself on that amount to start with until you get your first salary paid to you when you arrive and then you work in the UK. Yes, for the first month. So basically that these are the three things I mentioned earlier. Now let's look at application fees. If you are applying from outside the UK, the standard fee depends on whether you will be in the UK for up to 3 years, which is £769 per person. And then we have more than 3 years, which is 1,519 per person. I think I mentioned that earlier. So if your visa is less than is 3 years or less, your visa fee is going to be 769 per person for you, the applicant. Now, if your visa is going to be more than 3 years or 4 years, 5 years, then you are going to be paying 1,519 for your visa application fee. If you're applying from inside the UK, for those of us who are applying for skilled worker visa from the UK, you are applying to extend, switch or update your visa. The standard fee depends on whether you will be in the UK for up to 3 years, which is 885 per person, and more than 3 years, which is 1,751 per person. Now that is for inside the UK if you are applying to switch or to extend your skilled worker visa from inside the UK. If your job is on the immigration salary list, You and your family will pay a lower application fee if your job is on the immigration salary list. Remember, for teaching job, I mentioned we are not on the immigration salary list yet. So for those skilled workers that are on the immigration salary list, the fee for each person applying is £590 if you are staying for up to 3 years, and then 1,160 if you are staying for more than 3 years. Now, for the money to support yourself, it still remains 1,270 in your bank account, but there is a little bit of a rule to it. Now, that money should be in your account. You will need to have had the money available for at least 28 days in a row. 28 days must be within 31 days of applying for this visa. So meaning that if your employer does not take for maintenance to prove funds for you, then you should have this £1,270 in your account 28 days before you make your visa application. So guys, with regards to the cost involved in migrating to the UK on a skilled worker visa on this teaching route, these are the costs that you will incur. Remember, I made mention of visa fee, which will cost, and immigration health surcharge, depending on the number of years on your certificate of sponsorship or your job offer letter. Remember, for each year you need to pay this multiplied by the number of years you have on your COS. Again, on your certificate of sponsorship, if your employer proves maintenance or takes yes for maintenance for you, then it means you're not paying or you are not showing proof of funds of this amount in your application. But if your employer does not take yes for maintenance, then it means you should have this amount, yeah, in your account for 28 days before you do your visa application. Yes, all these will be checked. And the last thing that to look out for is your flight ticket. So with flight, it depends on which country in which you are and the flight that you're going to use. There are so many flight providers. There are so many airlines that come to the UK. So you might want to check the flight, the particular airline that you want to work with, and the prices differs with regards to when you want to travel. Yes, so that is the last bit that I will add up to the total cost of immigration. I mean, the total cost of your migrating to the UK as a teacher on the skilled worker visa. Remember, all these information that I'm giving from my experience and partly from the UK.gov.uk website. If you need more insights to this, I advise you might want to consult an immigration officer for further illustration, for further advice. Remember, I'm not an immigration officer, please. So please, if you need legal advice on all these, contact a certified immigration officer. Thank you. Remember, to migrate to a different country involves a lot. You need to pack your bag and luggages. Yes, all those miscellaneous costs are not part of this cost that I mentioned. Migrating to the UK or migrating to a different country is a big deal. I advise that you come alone, you come study the place, start working, know what you are up to, and then after some time you could apply for your family as well. And I will be making sure I'm always there for you. I will be making videos on applying for your spouse and your kids, yeah, preferably depending on your circumstances. Yes, I will be making videos on the cost involved for your spouse and for your children as well. Don't forget to look out for my previous video on one of our lovely teachers who arrived in the UK. This is the video. Kindly check it out for more information if you are new to this content and if you are new to this channel. Even if you are not new, You might want to check that video out for more information to guide you on your journey. And to add up, check out for an upcoming video on the salary of teachers here in the UK. I won't say it loud. All right, so check out for new coming videos. Check out my channel. If you haven't subscribed, kindly click on that button, guys. And make sure you share this video to all platforms that you have. You might not know who you would be helping by just sharing. Love you all and enjoy your day. It's a bye from moi.